the start of the second half.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Second down now after the pass completion. They come out here in the eye. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. Out of the gun now on third down. He's got time in the pocket. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up fourth down.
In the NFL, the blindside protector for a quarterback is often his best friend and most valuable lineman. On that play, didn't live up to the billing, and the quarterback took the hit.
The Browns send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up in the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And to give this time to the tailback. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an here we go. Blue 90.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. 2nd down now after the incompletion.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Their big tight end, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Quarterback loves the receivers, but sometimes his best friend is that tight end.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? Because we always talk about the guys out wide and how acrobatic they are. But that tight end, great sight lines, easier throws, they become a bigger and bigger weapon as the NFL evolves.
It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Ravens defense as they head out to set up shop. They'll be hoping to come up with that same type of effort they had last time when they forced the punt that led to a touchdown.
And that type of effort just continues to carry over, because once you get it done once, you feel like you can do it again and again. It's no guarantee, but you got to like the confidence that they take back out into the field.
Now will they keep that confidence? Time to find out. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. So deja vu all over again. Another good week. And sometimes maybe, because the defense doesn't look that bad, maybe this is just good offense beating good defense in his case.
I like that, because we always want to point out that there's a breakdown or someone made a mistake or there was an error. Sometimes it's exactly as you described it. Sometimes they just made better plays. And that's what he's been doing for the last 2 weeks. Someone's got to find a way to cover this guy. Otherwise, he may set some records.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Surveying the field. Wide open receiver, complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Old school defensive tackle play dictated just stood up and danced with the guy in front of you. If the guy came near, tackle it. New school, you don't want to just dance. You want to get past it, get upfield, and make the play in the backfield. A big-time play there.
They'll come out in the pistol. They run a draw here on second down. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
One of the underappreciated aspects of great quarterbacks is their ability to sell fakes. And on draw plays, when they can sell the pass really hard to the defense and then hand it off, that's when that play's successful.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about that little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Finding time. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. It's a pickup of 14 there. And the Browns are going to have a first down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Back to throw. And he floats one there, incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Out of the gun now on third down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Give him 11 yards and time and a new set of downs. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 7 yards to go on 2nd down.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
They'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
And they'll go on the ground. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. A gain of 13 and also a 1st down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go! Grand 38!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. They come up in an offset eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. 3rd down and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
After another really nice run, this is where a defense coordinator earns his money. These guys have been on the field a long time, so he's got to decide what he wants to do to try and slow them down. Is he going to substitute some players in, get some fresh guys, or is he just going to try to attack and try and find a way to take the ball away from them?
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
Oh, there's no doubt that this is a huge defensive series right here. They've got to hold them to a field goal attempt or less. Otherwise, this game just might be out of reach. Let's see if they can hunker down and get it done.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Oh, and just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. He's got time. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And his kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. We get a glance at the Browns defense as they file into position. They're hoping to do what they did last time, force another punt. Last time it resulted in a field goal. We'll see if they can get another stop here, though.
And the best defenses are in the business of preventing points and creating points. And that's exactly what these guys did on their last possession. Why? Because they got off the field on 3 and out, turned the ball over to their offense after the punt, and let them roll downfield and put the ball through the post for a field goal.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. So similar to last week, same story here. The number's not good again. And, you know, occasionally I'm watching him on these routes. They've got 1, sometimes 2 guys just draped all over.
I think they've got to figure out a way to get him a little bit of distance. You know, get him some space. Because as a space player, he's as agile as your normal slot back or your running back. Just get him out there. Give him a chance to run some one-on-one routes. He's really just a wide receiver playing tight end. Give him that opportunity. He hasn't been able to get that done in the last 2 weeks, though.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The 13 yards that time of the first. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go. Blue Niner. Blue Niner.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Blue Niner.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 11 on the gain there. And it's good enough for a Baltimore first down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
There definitely has been some pressure on the quarterback today when he's tried to throw the football, but he has to trust his offensive line and pass protectors. Step up, go through your progressions, and throw the football.
Gun. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break.
So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, Show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot.
They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. 3rd and goal. Can the offense punch it in? And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They come up in an offset I. And they'll run it here. And some room to maneuver. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll get 17 yards there. And it's good enough for a Cleveland first down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they're operating in the red zone. Looks like he'll throw here. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Fresh set of downs here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. the ground they go with the running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
The offense is in total control right now. And while they don't want to be in anything close to a hurry-up, they want to make sure they do things with discipline now. Get to the line of scrimmage, line up correctly, take time off the clock, snap the ball late in the play clock, and run the game out.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns defense getting ready. There's not much left of this ball game. Just keep everything in front of you here, walk away a winner.
And that's really a pretty good feeling.
It's got to be a great feeling.
You know, to know that all you have to do is wind down the clock. As you said, keep them in front, walk away a victor. That's a pretty good feeling at the end of the game.
Heads held high.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
And they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. 2nd down following the incompletion.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw here. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Easy. 4 down. Easy. Here we go.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Browns, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the calendar changed October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.